Hello again. Yes. Okay.
Show us your studio.
Okay, I start by here. Sorry, it's the mess a little bit, but I was really in production moment.
Problem.
Here I have two very nice compressor. Is a friend of mine in Neuchâtel who did this really nice remake of the LA2A, but the original one, not the remake of the last decade. And they call that Telemorix and not Teletronics. And everything is really funny on this control. On everywhere is like funny, and they sound amazing. I use them all the time for tracking voice and stuff like that. After that, I have a normal 1176 Universal Audio is a new one. After that, I have a.
And the purpose?
No, it's the black one. It's the
No,
really.
but for what do you use it?
Oh, vocal, kick, snare. When I do rock and stuff like that, they really, punchy and there is this nice color saturation on it, and they're very, very fast, and I like them. It's like really fast compressor. After that, I have this in your tube, the Atomic Squeeze Box. Is really a piece of gear made by some people in California, and there is 8 big tube on it, like massive one, and if you don't have weight on the snare, you put that and the guy have 40 kilos more. You don't know how, but sounds, you can compress 20 dB. It's a tube compressor, you hear nothing. It's like boom, and really powerful. Very nice, and stereo or two mono channel is really, really nice. Very fast, very colorful, really fat. And after that, I have some more the ISO series of Focusrite, the original one, really from the 80s. Is a, I will say, channel strip normal on it, with a very small EQ, with I will say more filter, and the expander gate, compressor, and DSR is really nice. It's really fast and really snappy, like really English sound, and really, I will say, snappy sound, really transparent and snappy sound, and the control are really nice to use. It's really easy to use this channel strip. After that, I have
For what purposes?
this can be for every fast transient stuff for me. For example, for hi-hat, for voice, for percussion, congas, stuff like that. Voice is cool too. If you want something really snappy and really powerful in the mix, something like I will say not round and hot, something more like in your face. Like I will say more really the Focusrite sound, really boom. And after that, I have the desk that I talk a lot already before. I love it. It's my baby, and always sad to put it off and always happy to put it on.
I forget to ask you in the last interview about if you process with the Pro Tools plugins or with the process of the desk.
Inside, you can choose when you buy it. You can choose to. You have two kind of EQ that you can put on it. You have the EQ of the 84 RS, the big desk, or you can put the 1084 on it. You can change the card. It's just another flavor of EQ. Me, I choose to put more something like a more. I would say the 1084 is more musical, more fat, and more like not treasury. EQ, and me, I decide to put the 88 RS inside because I want something more versatile and more precise somewhere. I have other EQ that can do the job of the 1084. And after that, you have the compressor. The compressor have two kind of attack. You have the fast attack that is a 3 milliseconds, that is really very fast control is really nice for tracking. Like that you don't clip never. You can have some nice saturation on a 1073, the preamp, and after that you can really control the dynamic with this compressor. And after you have a slow attack with 30 milliseconds of attack that is more punchy, like we know the sound of Neve, like really pock, like with a lot of bottom and a lot of round attack, I will say. And you can engage them by just clicking these two knobs, and you can choose the order easily. Compressor, EQ. The compressor have also the dynamic, I will say, have also expander gate on it, and with these two things you can mix like really nice, really nice. And all that are the send. You have all the control for the monitoring, all the control for the channel, the pan, the line in. Here you have the direct out, the level, like the fader for the monitor pass, the pan, and you can switch them. You can do what you want. This fader can be the fader of the fade of the channel pass, or it can be the fader of the monitor pass, and this one can be also what you want. And with the digital domain, you can use this desk like I use lastly, like insert and come back after in the monitor pass, and it's really cool like that. You can recall easily, fast in your Pro Tools and put some effect on the processing you did on the desk, come back in the Pro Tools easily, and etc. After you have the 16 channel here, and you have this fader I made for the Pro Tools control. That they are not active because I don't have any session of Pro Tools open. But you have always a 16 fader to touch your DAW, and but you can also click on this button, and every channel are made for the DAW, without changing the gain of the analog world. You have the DAW, but now I don't have a session, is why they all to 0. And after that you have the groups that first I will say you have the reverb return with I will say wide knobs that is really nice. You can put on isolation, solo, mono, left and right, and you have another knobs here to send this reverb to the queue of the 2Q that we have here. You can really do a nice monitor for the people who record. You have the auxiliary send, you have the headphone control, you have a parallel compressor on off, you have I will say parallel insert on the master, on off with a variable for parallel compression. You have an insert direct and pre-fader, post-fader. That is really nice. It means that you have two inserts on the master. After that you have the groups that have individual insert on, off, pre, post-fader. With a pan on it, with aux send on it. You can send on aux on the reverb, on the group you can send aux. You have the pan, etc. You have the level, the soloed cut, etc. for nice 8 groups of processing, because they have some insert. You can go out, you can go in, you can come back on it with the insert. It means that you have more than 32 channel. You can put more 8 channel back. After that you have the monitoring section that you can do all what you dream for. I can talk 1 hour on it. The Q send, the talking people, the talk back, control, transport, etc. All on the top the oscillator level, frequency, the signal processor, the return talkback here, and here all the control for the desk of on the track what you will do to send on the group, etc. Yeah, it's like a fast tour of the desk. And after that I have some here some analog digital Processing, I have my old PCM 70 that I love on the snare. Is always one of my favorite reverb for the snare. I really like it. After I have the Orville, that is more digital processor, multifunction, like Eventide. You can fall on it for hours and tweak the preset and tweak the control and etc. It's like the no end machine. After that, you have the old DSP 4000 that was released just after the 3000. That is nice for the harmonizer, really nice one. After that, I have a Briscati. No, I always say wrong. The name is not Briscati, but
Bricasti.
it's Bricasti. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic. Sorry. And really nice. Yeah, it's like the new people of Lexicon is like a new Lexicon. After that, I have this old piece. Is a gate.
The
Valley People gate and compressor, the Capex and the gain brain. And it's really nice, really powerful, really snappy, really. You can do what you want with this compressor. It's like, yeah, compressor.
For what do you use it?
I love it for really fast transient too, to control, for example, for congas. Is really. It can put a sound that don't have snap. You can put snap with this compressor. It's like, and the gate is like really nice too. It's like, but I say that with the gate that I have on the desk, I don't use them all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I have a CD player recorder, normal, and the old DP Cat, the DP4 and Sonic. That is nice digital processor that. Daft Punk I've used a lot, Hair I've used a lot. There is some phaser on it, really nice, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I have an old synthesizer here that I use. They're not old, but they analog, I will say. Sorry, it's really the mess because I was in production moment and no time to clean. And a Moog and a Prophet. After that, a new gear here that is not so new, that is a kind of hybrid Neve EQ and preamp that have a very lovely saturation on it and nice harmonics and sounds really amazing. After that, Tube Tech, always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Voilà. I can say on everything it can be really nice, very fast, very smooth, very powerful compressor. SSL, the bus control processor, very famous too. I like to use it sometimes on drums group, sometimes on the mix group bus processing. After here I have my preamp EPI that I love for all, for example for toms. I love it for guitar, for bass, for rock. I use them a lot on guitar, all the time. Guitar is my go-to for guitar. I don't know why. And for tom, I love it for tom. It's like fat directly and very punchy. Focusrite, the ISO series again with the EQ and preamp, is really nice on something that you want clean, like a overhead, like a piano, stereo couple of room and stuff like that. The EQ is like really massive and really, I will say, efficient. It works really nice. After that, a Manley, a famous one, again for bus control, for piano, for jazz, something smooth and very. You don't hear them, but when you remove it, you're sad. After that, I have the Medici. It's made by Amek and Rupert Neve. Very powerful analog EQ, very powerful, with the warmth knobs here. That it's really amazing, and it's give you some low fattening, low hand, really nice, and very surgical. You can do what you want with this EQ. Is kind of a 4-band plus filters, and you can put more band. If you use it on mono, you can have 8 band in mono. Is like massive. A lot of possibility on it. After that, you have the Summit, the dual compressor limiter, very nice for mastering. Also really nice for drum bus. If you want some character, some flavors, tube sound, can be very fast, can be very slow, can be very saturated, can be everything you want. Is like a very nice piece, really very nice piece. After that, you have a mono EQ of Summit again, tube again, and really smooth and musical way. I will say it's not a treasury EQ, but very nice saturation, very nice harmonic on it, and you have a lot of headroom. On this one, you have so much headroom that it's amazing. You can put all on a maximum and still keep the signal nice, always nice. After that, I have in this series of Summit, I have the preamp that I love for everything that I want to be fat when it's not fat. When I hear it, you go to that and it's fat. You have so nice harmonics on it. You can saturate it a lot, and you can play a lot just with this preamp. It's really powerful preamp. And after that, I have my
and the loud speakers.
My speakers. Yes, I have a lot of them, and sometimes I change them. I have I love PSI. I have the 25 system, the full range with the sub and the 3-way on the top. After that, I have the 21 with no sub connected on it. That is more, I will say, for control, and I will say I really like them to do a balance. I don't know why. The 25 is really nice to hear it loud and to do the mix and the space, and I really like the 21 to do my balance. I don't know, to hear exactly where I am with the faders and the volume of my mix. After that, I have the small 14 that is really cool to work all the time with it. It's like it's very close, it's near field, and they work so nice to work every day with it. It's not loud, it's really balanced. The very nice bottom on it. I really like the low mid on it. Is really precise. After that, the Avantone, and after that, the small Sony that I find that I really like the sound to check my mix on it. And I have also the Tannoy on the bottom. When I do classical music, is really nice. When I do piano, opera, when I mix some quartet and some classical music, I really love them. Old generation, very loud. You can break your ear if you want to do a party time in the studio. You can use them. And I have this control also that I like very much from TC Electronic. They call that the Clarity M, and it's really cool. You have a spectrograph here. You have a V-scope for the phase, and you have the famous radar to see the LKFS volume of your mix, to see when you do broadcasting or when you do to see if you are good in the volume range, not VU system, but more the volume of your mix, and it's really nice. I use it all the time. And now you have a small phase colorator, you have a mix spatialization of your signal. You have all directly on your eyes all the time, without opening a plugin all the time on your Pro Tools. It's independent, and I quite like it. It's really, really nice. And after that, I have my studio on the other side. We can go a little to check. Follow me.
Okay, thank you.
I will call that my big room. It's not so big, but I have already a lot of space. I record everything here. I have another room there if I want to separate some source from the other one. Yeah, I record everything here. I have sometimes full band, sometimes just a vocalist. We have just removed the roof. Now it's not really nice. It looks like a cave, but we will redo the roof because you know, in the studio you always work to put some amelioration on your workflow, and this room, the roof, I didn't like it from the beginning, and now we will redo it with Santiago. We will start it now. Okay, I have some guitar, some amp. I have an old Fender there. I have I just buy a new Bock on microphone, a new Bock 251. That is a really nice microphone for vocal. If you like the sound of the U47, it's really nice on guitar. It's really nice on many things. You have a 3-pattern on it, and it's really nice microphone. A lot of low end, lot of proximity effect, and very powerful microphone. You can quite put a very powerful source on it, in loud source, and you can support a lot of acoustic pressure.
Why do you have a dual rectifier if you do mainly reggae music?
There is some there is some distortion on reggae.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, there is some guitar solo. There is some power guitar. Reggae is not only sweet music. There is a lot of distortion guitar on
you
reggae.
don't prefer, for example, a Fender amp?
I have my twin there from
okay.
from the 70s. It's under the piano there.
Okay.
It's a really old one, and it's perfect for we call that the skunk, the rhythm guitar, and it's a real old one. And the box is really old too. Lost all the protection.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice one. This one, I use it all the time too. I like to use reamp. I like to record on the desk to have the signal, and after to do reamping is really, you can edit your guitar and etc. And after do reamping, and I use this amp to reamp.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I have my piano. I love is a Steinway B12. It's a grand concert piano that I have it from more than 30 years now. It's my baby one. Really nice sound. It's like there is no term to define, to put a definition on this sound. Is the I think one of the best piano in the world, and now it's undercover. It's nice, protected.
Yeah.
And after here I will call that my mess room, where everything is on a mess, but it's like where I decide which microphone I will use, and when I need a piece of gear and stuff like that, I use. I have all the microphone here. I have some Royer 121, very nice Reborn microphone. I have also a new Reborn. I have also the Shure, the KSM. I don't remember the number by head like that, but it's really nice because they're very strong in the Reborn world. I will say you cannot break the Reborn. With the Royers, you have to take care of what you do.
Yeah.
Because they're really fragile. After that, I have some vocal microphone, a Blueberry from Blue. I have the Flia mic here. Is a remake of the Neumann U47. I have a couple of M49 from Neumann, exactly. Here after I have all my small mic, like dynamic small mic. Always, you can use it for what you want. Beta 56 and the D222 from AKJ. After I have all my other small microphone, choice of AKG, of old Neumann, really nice that you even don't find the catalog or it's like, I don't know the name of this one, with different pattern mode and etc. It's a very small diaphragm, you have takes the sound from the side, it's really nice one. AKG always for the hi-hat. Old one too for I like in mono on the drum, on the top. Okay, my talking mic.
Sure better.
After that I have other static microphone.
Yeah, dynamic.
Dynamics, sorry, classic on Tom 57. We don't talk about it. The original
Electro voice.
Yeah, electro voice. I love it on kick, my B52. I love it on snare too, the Dictator microphone. And also on kick.
You have groove tubes?
Yeah, I have a Groove Tube DI. This is Groove Tube DI, this one. Really nice DI. I have 4 of them. And also practical small mic for drum or percussion, is depending what I do. After that I have also 2 87, 2 Groove Tube. And here I have also some KSM of Shure, the big one, and somewhere I have all the microphone, but yeah, not here now. And here I have the drum stuff. I have my old kick microphone that I have it from the beginning from Yamaha. Really nice for have sub on the kick, and an old bass like bass amp Fender, the old one. Really nice on bass. It's a good name. Bass amp, really nice on bass. For reggae, for old stuff, is really cool. And that's it. I also use this system for monitoring for the people who record here. They can do their own mix by themselves. It's really cool. Like that, they don't ask me all the time, can you put that louder or this? No, and they do the job they want. And that's it for this room and for the studio. And yeah, I record. Yeah, my studio is really on mess today because I just go out of the. I also do transformation and also do so many records that.
And you have some machines here.
Some?
Machines.
Yeah. Sure, my machine, my computer rack. Here I have. Okay, we don't talk about hard drive and the computer. I have a HDX system. I use the DAD32AX interface that I love it. I use it especially on with the desk. There is the MADI on it. I have some analog card too and AES card on it to connect all my machine direct on the box or to go out or in of my computer is really my main piece. I have only one interface, but with this one there is 256 input on it. It's just amazing, and you have a internal routing. You can send the signal from everything to everywhere to anywhere. It's like really nice. After that I have the 6000 MK2 TC Electronic with all the analog engine inside, and the mastering and the reverb. I quite have all the plugins, I will say, or the processing, the algorithm inside. After that I have a digital effect from Lexicon, very famous 480 that we have here from more than 30 years on everything. I have my Lexicon 224 digital reverb, one of the first digital reverb from Lexicon in the past. Really nice sound, 12 bits, really cool, and 2 amplifier for the speakers that I don't have.
Noise.
Yeah, for that they don't have active system on it. Yeah, and
okay.
I think it's all that.
Okay, so it's a pleasure to be here in your studio.
Thank you very much to you.
And I hope that you have a lot of reggae records.
Yeah,
Future?
I do a lot of dance music too. I do everything. There is no special, but I love reggae. It's really something that I like.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
And see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.